Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about the reefer.
Hello everybody, this is Gun Sage, and man, how do I even start with this one? Alright, I'll try to start as close to the beginning as possible. So, I'm not a major sales demon at work, but I do sell from time to time. And when I do, I try to sell what's considered the focus package. So one month it might be HBO, another month it might be Cinemax, maybe HBO and Cinemax, you know, whatever. What will happen is you'll get put into a raffle whenever you sell, and sometimes you'll win something. It could be something simple like a blanket or a sweater or, you know, simple swag like that. More recently, I went ahead and won a cooler that, what did it have? It had a really nice HBO water bottle within it, and also a point card because you can get points from making certain types of sales too, and you can trade those in for different products and stuff. Like for example, I've got a speaker system that's designed to plug my phone in there, coming on its way. I'm going to use that in here in the garage while I'm working out because it's not very loud without any, you know, assistance, we'll say. Well, I won a major prize. Now, normally when they say a major prize, it's an Xbox One or a PS4. Those are the kinds of prizes I'm looking for. No, in this instance, I got to pick between either a Roomba, an iPad 4 mini, or an Apple Watch. Now, I wasn't really sure which one I wanted because none of those actually appealed to me. I'll be honest, I was like, I know I'm not going to use a Roomba. I mean, shit, that's what I got kids for. So I started looking on Amazon, and I was like, well, shit, if I got a Roomba, I would make a lot of money if I sold it, but I don't want to get an item just so I can sell it, you know? So I looked at the iPad 4 mini, and I looked at the Apple Watch, and I was like, well, I'm not fucking Dick Tracy, who cares? I don't really care about the Apple Watch, and plus it's less expensive anyway. If I really do want to sell it, I'll go ahead and make it the iPad, because I'm pretty sure I can use that, and if I can't, I'll sell it. In the interim, we went ahead and got our first smartphones. Yes, I know, welcome to the 21st century. I wasn't really sure that we would get smartphones, but we did. We went ahead and ended up getting smartphones, and we use them pretty frequently. Not so much at work now because they banned it at work, but still, we go ahead and use our smartphones fairly frequently for a lot of different stuff. All right, so here's the deal. It took a while. I mean, this was like a month or so ago whenever I won this. It took a while before I got the iPad. In the interim, my son has been playing soccer. My daughter has been practicing on softball, and she'll be playing soon too. So hopefully I can get to see some of those games. Because the biggest problem has been, you know, with the way my days off work and with the way my schedule works overall, I barely get to see my son play. But whenever I get the chance, I'm there, I'm cheering the whole 9 yards. Well, he's done really well this year, even though this is his first year ever trying it. He's only 8. And his team made it into the tournament, you know, where it was going to be like the Final Four or what the fuck ever, right? So I was really, really excited and really happy. And this last Thursday, it was going to take place. Well, I work Thursday. I was like, oh, shit. So I had won my iPad. Hadn't really done much of anything with it. And through this whole process, I was like, guys, can I please have Thursday off? I know I don't have enough, you know, paid time off to go ahead and apply to a whole day. Can you please make an exception? No, we can't make an exception. Okay, can you make 6 of those hours paid time off and 2 of them not paid? Well, I'm sorry, we really need you here for the 2 hours that, you know, you would normally be able to take off. That was really obnoxious. So finally, after a shitload of negotiation, we agreed, all right, I'll come in for the first 2 hours and then I'll leave. Because that will give me plenty of time to be there by 6:30. You know, I'll get home by 5, right? Well, in the interim, I get this iPad, right? And I didn't even open it up. I started asking people, I'm like, hey, I want an iPad, what can I do with it? You have a smartphone, right? Yeah. You can do iTunes. I don't have iTunes. If you've got any other Apple devices, you can probably sync up with it and do a couple of things like that. This is my first Apple product ever. Oh, wow. It's like a smartphone, but it's a tablet. I don't need that. So immediately I went ahead and tried to list it on Amazon. Amazon wouldn't let me list it brand new because they claim, well, you're going to have the official purchaser's receipt because this is an official brand. I didn't buy it, asshole. I won it. Fine, whatever. I'll go ahead and, I'll go ahead and list it on eBay. Never sold on eBay before. I'll go ahead and list it on eBay. We'll see how this goes. So I did what I do on Amazon. I looked at other people's prices and went, okay, I think I can sell at this price. The price that I started at was $400. I didn't put it up for auction. I just put it up as a buy now because I didn't want to deal with the auction and the whole 9 yards and everything else. Okay. On Thursday, I got 2 offers. Nobody offered just buy it outright. I got 2 offers. One was from a guy that said, hey, listen, if you can deliver it locally, because I noticed that we're in the same state, I'll pay you $3.90. And I thought, oh, that would be pretty good, actually. I can go ahead, and he's not specifying any specific time or anything like that, and it'll get to him pretty quick anyway, because it's local. That might be a good idea. Oh, holy shit, this guy's saying, as long as I can expedite and get it there tomorrow, he'll give me $500. So I ignored the $3.90 guy, messaged the dude about the $500. I went ahead and, submitted an offer back. I was like, this sounds fair. Go ahead and, here's my updated and revised offer. Let me know what you think. Well, my son and my wife and everyone, they're getting ready to go ahead and go to this game while I'm conversing with this dude, right? Because it's like 5 o'clock. And I realized in his message it said, text me. This should have been my first red flag. But I was new to eBay. I didn't know. So I was like, oh, okay, he wants me to text him. Maybe I'll get to him quicker that way. So I text him. I was like, hey, this is Gun Sage from such and such on eBay. I'm looking to sell this iPad as quick as possible. You said you wanted to do $500. Message me back. We'll go ahead and figure this out. Well, he's not communicating through eBay anymore. He's going through text message. There's even one point at which he called me because I didn't respond to a text right away. This guy was pushy, like super pushy. He wanted that out as soon as possible. And I was like, well, all right, I can definitely get it out as quick as possible. I'll tell you what, I'll go to the post office in the morning. No, I need it tomorrow. Well, it's already pretty close to 6:30 as is. Well, yeah, you can go to the UPS store. I know, but the closest UPS store is about 30 minutes away from me. It's probably not going to get out that quick. Well, try to make it happen. And my wife's like, look, just blow this guy off. Seriously, come to your son's game. I was like, I know. I really do want to come to his game. That was the whole reason I went ahead and, left early. But holy shit, $500, right? I feel like an asshole just for saying. Anyway, this is why I especially feel like an asshole now. I go up to downtown. I'm going through all this traffic and everything, trying to maneuver through this area that I'm not real familiar with on North High Street. Finally find the UPS store, finally find parking. And then, I go to the UPS store. Sure enough, the delivery driver's already gone for the day. I messaged this guy back. I'm like, hey, listen, delivery driver's already gone for the day. If I go ahead and ship it out, I might be able to do Friday night, Saturday morning. Friday night. So I go ahead and talk to this guy, and he's like, yeah, so to go ahead and get it shipped as quick as possible, it's going to be $107. I'm like, whoa, what? What? Because I knew I didn't even have $100 in my account at that point. I mean, we've been like really cutting it close to the edge because we've had a lot of bills and everything that have come up recently. And I talked to the UPS dude, and he's like, well, I mean, we could technically do $57, I guess, and it would be, come out Monday. So I communicate with this guy. I'm like, look, best I can do is Monday. What happened to Saturday? I'm sorry. Best I can do is Monday. I'm communicating with the UPS guy right now. It's looking like it's going to be Monday one way or the other, regardless of how I ship. Okay, Monday's fine, whatever. I go to ship it. My card gets declined. I thought, I know I have $50-something on here. So the UPS store guy feels bad for me because it's already past 7 o'clock by the time this entire communication exchange is done, right? And so I told this guy, look, I'm sorry, my card got declined. I'm not sure why. I need to investigate this issue. He's like, well, why can't you sell it? I'm like, because my card got declined. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a balance issue. I don't know if something happened to my card. I don't know. I need to investigate that first. I was like, look, at this point, it's not going to get there by Saturday. It's not going to get there by Friday, especially. It's going to be there by Monday at the earliest. At this point, I think, if you want, we can just go ahead and refund this, because you're not getting what you wanted for the additional $100 anyway. Let's go ahead and refund this. I would feel really bad going ahead and stretching this out that long, right? So I'm driving on the way home, and I call up my wife. It's like 7:30. I had to pay for parking, and I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck because through this whole process, I didn't get to ship out my product. I didn't get to see my son's game. It's like 7:30, and I'm listening to them having fun and chanting and the whole 9 yards and everything, and I'm in my fucking car just trying to get home as quick as possible, knowing that I'm going to completely miss this game because I've been running around trying to deal with this shit. I get home because the game's already over. And I get a text that says, just go to the post office in the morning. Monday's fine. And at this point, I'm thinking, well, now wait a minute. If I was buying this product and I said I wanted to go ahead and put an additional $100 down to get the product as soon as possible, and I was really super pushy to get the product out as quick as possible, there's no way in hell I would continue to work with a buyer that kept delaying it out. In fact, that's why I felt so bad originally, because I was like, oh, this I'm going to get terrible feedback. I mean, I know I'm new to eBay. I mean, this is literally my first product I'm selling on there, but I'm already off on a wrong start, and this is all kinds of bad. Like, I felt bad. I felt bad that I missed my son's game, but I also felt bad that I really just screwed the pooch on this, whole sale, right? But at that point, it dawned on me that seemed a little suspicious. So I went back over the email, because he sent me an email, because then I started remembering stuff, like he said he was having trouble trying to buy it through eBay. He was having trouble with my PayPal link. So he wanted my PayPal email, and I needed clarification on what he meant by that, so I gave him my Yahoo address, which is what I set up my email with, or PayPal with, right? Way back when. And I got this email, but I never got a confirmation on eBay or PayPal. And he's like, well, it might take a few days for it to go through. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, but on Amazon, normally when you sell something, you get an email immediately that says sold, ship now, right? It gives you the full product details and everything like that. You can click on the link. It'll actually bring you to Amazon where you can see the transaction ID. If you don't even do that, if you go onto Amazon and you go into your seller account, it'll say one item pending for sale. And you can go in there and you can see what's sold. Yes! And you can go ahead and print off the address and everything like that, like right there on the site. But none of that happened on eBay. And so I thought, is this just an eBay thing? Because this seems really weird. So I went ahead and I blasted it out on Facebook. I was like, hey, does anybody have any experience selling on eBay? And I started explaining what was going on, and I printed out the whole, took a screenshot of the whole email and threw it in there. And they were like, you know, it looks really official. It's got the eBay logo, it's got the PayPal logo. And then one guy's like, wait, this is coming from a post.com address. And then I started realizing a couple of other things. On his profile, this guy claims to be in California. But when he called me, it said his number was from Texas. And the address he wanted me to ship it to was in New York. And even at the time of me going ahead and getting ready to ship it out, the UPS store dude acknowledged something was weird in the address. It had like ACC and then like 5 numbers after it, and he's like, is this like an account number or something? Oh, it took it, whatever. So here's what I'm thinking happened. The UPS store guy knew something was up and declined my card. Because when I got home, I saw there were over $80 in the account still. So that was a bullet that I dodged, big time. This guy, because I was trying to decide what to do about this, I was like, well, you know, if this is legit and I don't sell, this is really going to hurt my rating. But if it's not legit and I do sell, then I'm going to be out an iPad and potentially $400, and also what I use to ship. And nobody could really figure it out for a while, whether it was legit or not. We just thought, well, maybe it's legit. I don't know, dude, it's $500. So I did this. I texted him back and I said, hey, listen, I tried to go ahead and there apparently is something wrong with my card. I tried to buy a soda a second ago and I couldn't buy it. I'm going to have to refund this entire transaction. I'm really sorry. I know you were looking forward to having this by Monday, but I literally don't get paid until next Friday, which is accurate. I don't get paid until this Friday now because it's Sunday as I'm recording this. I'm going to have to refund this purchase to you. And he didn't respond for a while. Then about an hour or two later, he responds with, you can go to the USPS to go ahead and send this out. What do you mean refund? And I was like, see above. I literally don't even have enough in my account to buy a soda. I definitely don't have enough to go ahead and ship to you. So at this point, I need you to help walk me through the refund process. Didn't get any response Friday, didn't get any response Saturday, didn't get any response today. So this is the thing that really kills me about this whole fucking deal. The same thing started happening with the 390 guy because he wanted me to contact him off site. And I started reviewing eBay policies and they're like, no, we don't want you trying to circumvent the system to try to get out of these fees, blah, 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 and all this. And I'm thinking, I'm more than happy to pay your fees. I wanted to do this legit just like I do on Amazon. I'm not trying to, work around your system to get more money. I don't care, I don't care if it's a 10 or 20% cut. I really don't care. What I care about is just getting the fucking product sold because it's literally just going to gain dust, What really kills me, there's 2 things that kill me regarding this. 1, I should have known something was up. I mean, yeah, I'm new to eBay, right? But I should have known something was up. I'm the kind of person that I'm automatically skeptic when shit like this happens. And it didn't even occur to me that maybe he was bullshitting me, But 2, and you know what? If you somehow got onto my YouTube page and you see this, I want you to listen up. I'm not just upset that you attempted to scam me, okay? I'm upset because I missed my son's game. Now the good news is he won the game, so he went on to the final tournament on Saturday, and I watched him play in that. He didn't win, but he did get 2nd overall for the season, which is pretty damn good considering this is his first ever time playing soccer. But I didn't get to see that game. That game that it was such a fucking hassle to even get the time off to go ahead and see it in the first place. I didn't get to see that game because of you. So I hope you feel real fucking happy about that, wherever the fuck you are. Because you know what? You are worth less than nothing. You are scum. I don't fucking know anymore, you know? I try to fuck with these scammers and mess with them in the whole 9 yards and everything, and trust me, I've already forwarded a bunch of shit to eBay, but their contact system has been kind of ass as well. They want to do a call, contacts. No, I want to text you. I want to email you all this shit. I want to show you pictures of all this. I can't do that over a call. And the problem is I've still got this iPad and I don't know what the fuck to do with it. You know, I'm still trying to sell it. So, we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I dodged a bullet, but I lost a memory. I lost a lot of time I'll never get back. Precious time that I could have been using watching my son. So, lesson learned, but sacrifices made. I guess I'll go ahead and cut it here for now. I certainly hope this has been informative. Don't get ripped off. Be very careful when you're selling on sites, and always be skeptical and cautious. That's all for now. This has been Gun Sage, and you stay awesome.
Secrets. If you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried